Hey guys, Zach Vaymore here and welcome back to Ironclad. Today is a bit of a tutorial. I'm going to be showing you this thing here, which is in the casino in the Ironclad spawn area. So, basically, if we go over here, we can read this. All games cost casino chips and you can buy them from your account, so there's no need to carry diamonds, so literally it takes money straight from your account. Please note that chips, if your chips is less than the exchange, so when you come back to exchange them back to diamonds, you may lose them if and not receive your diamonds. So, you know, if you've got 9 and you try and exchange 9 chips to get your diamond, you'll lose the 9 chips. So don't try and do it. Only make sure you've got 10 or increments of 10. Same with this one. If you try and do less than 100, like 99, you may lose the entire 99, even though, you know, that kind of thing. Right, so let's get some chips so I can show you how this works. Okay, so I've got 10 casino chips, and here it is 5 chips to play. So if we press the button, takes the chips, rolls the slots, and as you can see, I didn't win. So the prize line is 3 gold in a row, 3 diamond in a row, or 3 emerald in a row. You get a different prize for each one. Let's see if I can do it again. I didn't win again. Let's try and get some more diamonds. Let's get 100 chips. 100 chips. Let's see if I can win. As you can see, it says paid 5 casino chips. Good luck. Hey, look at that. So I have won the grand prize, and the grand prize is Ultimate Sword, Unbreaking 3, Fire Aspect 2, Looting 3, Sharpness 5, Mending, and Knockback 2. So I'll leave that in there. I'm not close enough. So yeah, it disappears if you press the button again. Make sure that you retrieve your prize. But basically, I'm going to show you how this works with commands. So let me basically put back my diamonds. There we go. I only lost 3 diamonds in the process of getting that, and I think 3 diamonds for an ultimate sword is absolutely amazing. And as you can see, I've got a second one here. Not quite finished it yet. I need to put the signs on and whatever else. But over in the background here, as you can see, I'm in the realm. This is in the realm, so people can come and have a look, see what it actually takes to make this. And I'm going to quickly go through all the commands that you need for this to work. Okay, so the first block you're going to need is to place exactly where you want it. So if I get my yellow blocks like this, there is actually another command block here, and basically this one is clear player in the radius of 5 golden nuggets 1 or 0 1, 0 being a damage number and 1 being the actual number. Okay, right, so then what would be here is your blocks like this above. So this is the play line basically. This is where the 3 diamonds, emerald or gold would show up. There would be the button. So you press the button, activates this. This would be this command, clear at player radius of 5 gold nugget 4 or 0 4. So make sure that you pause that and write this down in the first one, and make sure it says 0 4, or for instance if you want 10 of the item that you want to be removed from the player, so say you're using diamonds, you might want 5 diamonds to be removed or 10 diamonds to be removed. The first command is a number less than the total that you want to be removed. Okay, that way if they haven't got 10 and they've got less than 10, it will not work. It will take the diamonds, or in this case gold nuggets, but it will not run the machine. They have to have 10 or more, or 5 or more in this case. So that would be a number less than what you want, and then this one would just be 1, building it up to the extra. Obviously, take note, chain conditional, always active. Okay, so it's conditional to the command block above it. If the command block above it takes 4 diamonds, then this one will take that extra 1 diamond, making it the total number that you want to be taken. And then obviously the next command would be the title. You paid 5 casino chips, good luck. That's /title @player action bar. You can have this as a title, or you can have it in the chat bar. But I thought, yeah, I would have it in the action bar. And then the last one is a set block command that sets a redstone block into this position right here, right there. Okay. And what happens is when it sets a redstone block right there, it sets everything into motion, and it's not going to run because I haven't got the armor stands up here, but hopefully you can see what happens. Let me do that one more time. So this command powers these commands, which power all these commands. So basically this is a set redstone block to here, and this is a set air block. Okay, so take note, I have this as well, so I'll come to that one in a minute. So once this is placed, this block sets it back to air. So yeah, this block sets this redstone block to air once it gets placed and powered by the redstone, and then it sets a chain of events that basically do the exact same thing. Set a redstone block, and then it gets removed by this one. These commands, however, so all these blocks determine in which order the diamond, gold and emerald blocks are going to position themselves in this line for you to win or not. As you can see here, these are all clone, so you will have to change these to whatever settings that you want, or whatever coordinates that you are at for them to clone at. But as you can see, I've got clone tilde -1. You also may have to check the direction in which you are placing these, so you may have to change the Z or the Y or the X. I can't remember which one it is, the first or the third coordinate. So they're exactly the same all this way. So this would be the first row, so all these commands are the exact same up until here. Okay, and then this would be the second row, so all these commands are the same, just one coordinate to the whatever direction, left, right, whatever. And same with the third ones, they are also the exact same command all the way through up to here. And basically I've just placed these gold, diamond and emerald blocks randomly in here, so it looks like it's shuffling through. To get it to actually decide which block that it's going to be at the end, I have this command, which basically execute at random armor type stand, type equals armor stand. There we go. I'll put it up, pause it, copy it. So execute at random type equals armor stand, name equals row 3. So this would be row 1, row 2, sorry. And that's row 1. So row 1, 2 and 3. Make sure that you pause and copy. So above here I would have armor stand. Okay, so across to the top of these commands there would be armor stands. Now you need to get a name tag and an anvil, and then there's name tags. Rename the name tag to the exact row 1, like so. Okay, or you can name this whichever you want. On my first one that I showed you working, I had row 1. On the second slots, I had slot 1. So, you know, you can change it to whatever you want. You could have it 1 row 1 or 2 row 1. If you've got multiple of these in your world, if you want to put multiple of these in the world. But basically, you would name them row 1, row 1, row 1. So that's emerald, gold, and diamond. That'd be row 1, row 1, row 1. These ones you would change to row 2. These 3, emerald, gold, and diamond. And the last 3 you would also change to row 3, which would be the last emerald, gold, and diamond. Okay? And these are basically the same command blocks as over here. Set air block underneath. So as soon as a redstone block is there, it sets it to air. Triggering this command block, which is a clone command block, that then clones the exact same coordinates as the row that it's in. So it's the same coordinates as the row blocks. Okay? So your first row commands, which are here, clone tiddly tiddly tiddly, check your coordinates and test it so you know where to put the -1, so that in my case it's the block to the right of the command, but it may be the block to the left or the block to the front or back. So you have to check your coordinates and compensate for that. You just change it to 1 if it's above in this case, or yeah, you know, so you can figure that part out for yourself. If you're using command blocks, you should know how to figure that part out, in my personal opinion. So yeah, that'd be row 1, 2, and 3. And you have to rename them, obviously, to fit in with this. Name equals row 1. Make sure you pause, take a look, take note. So that's this command block that sets a redstone block here randomly. So it picks a random one because it's at random type, and that will set it will pick randomly one of these 3 to place a redstone block at randomly. Every time it's different. Every time it might be the same, but it's random. It could be any one of these 3. And each one of those 3 command blocks does the same for each 3. I'm not going to rename all these, you can get the idea. And then the final command block in this row of commands is set coordination redstone block again. So over in this corner, that would set a redstone block right underneath here, with on top another set air block. Take note, pause, and copy if you need to. And then that will set a chain of events down this row. So I've got a repeater set to 4 ticks, so there's a slight delay, so it gives it chance to calculate or to do its thing. Basically, this is a test for command that tests for the coordinates of this block, and that one is testing for emerald, this one's testing for diamond, and this one's testing for gold. So you have to have one for each item that you want to test for, okay? So basically this command would be testing for this position. The second one would be the coordinates to test for this position, and the third one, as you can see, the coordinates are 1 block different, and I've got it set to emerald block, or emerald underscore block -1. That basically means nothing but an emerald block. Only detects for a emerald block and nothing else. Obviously, for instance, if you had a glass block, for instance, and you put glass block, you would have to put the number corresponding to the color. If you just wanted just a glass block, you would put -1, so it only calculates a glass block and not a color glass block. But yeah, so the third one would obviously calculate for this one. And so if you had 3 emeralds up there in your win bar, the next command would be title that person, that player, title. You have won the grand prize in this case. This would be the emerald one. So once you have won the grand prize, once again, as you can see, these are chain and conditional. So only if the first block, that one, is emerald, it will then test the next block for an emerald. If it's not, the chain breaks. Okay, so the chain will not continue, and so on and so forth. So once the command is chained, we'll go on to the next one, and this is a clone block, and this clones this space right here. So once again, check your coordinates and obviously change the coordinates to your particular area. Also, you can have this wherever you want. I just thought it was easy to put it right at the end of the chain of commands. And then this one is just play sound, random level up at the player. So, you know they've won. They get a little jingle. Okay, obviously then you need to make sure that you set this chest to face the direction. You could also use a barrel, if you like, to put your prize in, and so on and so forth. This one here doesn't have a chest because it's basically I add 1 diamond to the money scoreboard that is used for the bank accounts, as you can see in the middle right hand side. So this command adds 1 gold, which is 10, basically 10 worth 10 casino chips. So you basically get 2 plays for free if you convert that back into casino chips or whatever else. You know, but that's the small prize. Medium prize is empty, but it did have 50 chips in it. I took them out just in case anyone decided to come and have a look and take it out whilst I wasn't here. And same with this one, it had the ultimate sword in. Okay, so hopefully you can see, you can obviously add as many of these as you want. I'll also explain that basically I've got repeaters. I also have the repeaters set to 1 tick, 1 tick, 1 tick, and then they get progressively longer, so it looks like the slot reel is slowing down. That's the plan, if that makes sense. So it slows down, slows down, slows down, then it increases like 3 ticks, and then finally 4 ticks on the very last one, and then it sets the random block. I may delay that by 4 ticks as well over in those ones that I've actually made. I'm not going to do it here because this one is non-functional. And the very last block is this one here. So once you've set this command block, set redstone, if there was a winning prize, so if you had won, if you played the game and you won, and it cloned this chest with the prize inside, I had it cloned here, as you saw over there. Basically, if I was facing the way that the first one was, I had it cloned here. So there was the button, press the button, prize cloned here, and then press the button again, you saw it disappear. This is what this does. This is another set air block. Not that one. This one is another set air block where the chest is cloned to in the first place. So it basically resets everything, puts everything back to normal. So, hopefully, I mean, it's not a full explanation tutorial. I'm not going through block on block. It's more of a have a look. If you can figure it out, please do. These are the commands that I used. So once again, I'll go through a quick recap. The first block would be clear at player, radius 5, gold nugget or whatever item that you choose to remove from the player, 0, and then 1 number less than the total you want to take. Second block is clear at player, radius of 5, item of your choice, 0, 1. Okay? Next command, / title at player, action bar or title, or the chat. I think you could, instead of title at player, you could just say tell at player, which would whisper to them. but I think the title action bar is quite nice. You paid X amount of casino chips. Obviously you could decide to call it diamonds or, you know, coins, gold, money, whatever. You can change that to your liking. And if you don't know how I change the colour, as you can see here, I'll quickly show you. You have this little symbol right here. You can see between the two green cursors. You won't be able to see my keyboard, but you need to find that symbol. I don't know how to explain to find it. If you're on Xbox, you need to find the thing that looks like a note. That one. Press and hold the button, and then scroll along until you find the. I'm going to call it the simoleon sign, because if you remember Sims, the game where you simulate living as a person in a simulation, inside of a simulation, they use this symbol for their money, so simoleons. I'm going to call it the simoleon sign, and then the number of your choice, you can change it to whatever you want, and it will give you any colour that you like. I chose gold because it will, yeah, casino chips is made from gold nuggets. And then the final one is set redstone block to here, underneath right here. Okay, so you need to work out obviously the coordinates for that yourself. Obviously, for instance, if you had this, you could put it, I know, here. Say it was here, right? So that would be this row of command blocks, and then you had all this to that side. You can move it around. It's not subject to how you position it. For instance, this row that basically would be right under here where the button would be, could be more central to the actual commands itself, so it's more in line, if that makes sense. Okay, you know, so you can move stuff around. You just have to make sure that you set the coordinates redstone block to wherever you're going to put this or start this, and then obviously have set block air, set redstone, set block air, set redstone, set block air, set redstone, set block air, and make sure that you have this part, the -1, in the correct place. So if like this, you put it here, you would do tilde tilde -1 tilde. So this redstone chain sets all the redstone blocks right here, which then powers the lines for each row. Now remember, in this case, so I've gone to the right, you could go to the left. I wouldn't recommend going in front, because obviously it's a row, unless you turn it around and it goes that way, which once again you can do. And you could also add or take away the amount of blocks it randomly selects through before it gets to the end result. So you can only have like 3 or 10 or 20. It doesn't make a difference. You can make this as big or as short as you want. So you can make it smaller if you're trying to fit it in a more compact space. I recommend just longing out the repeaters, so then it feels like it's rolling through. All these are the same clone block. All the same, they clone it to the exact same place. Same with that one, same with that one. And then make sure that you have your armor stands over here. Name them. Execute at random type equals armor stand dash name equals row 1. Tilde 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 set block tilde tilde -2 tilde redstone block. But please set it up like this so there's a gap underneath. And the armor stand goes on top of this block, which is the set air block -1. And then this is the clone block for the block that you want to clone randomly at the top here at the end. And then once again, very last block on the rows is the set redstone block to coordinates over here. The first row would be this one, second row would be this one, third row would be this one. And then, yeah, so that would be the prize line. We have a set air block as well, so obviously it gets rid of the redstone straight away, it sends pulse. Test for block coordinates, gold -1. Chain conditional always, test for gold coordinates. You know, one coordinate to the left or one coordinate to the right. You have to work that one out for your build, because obviously coordinates are going to be different. And same again for the third one. Title at action bar, you have won 1 diamond. This one is, you have won 50 casino chips. And then this one is the title, you have won a grand prize that comes across the screen entirely. Then it would be your clone block, if you are cloning a item or prize. Same with this one, clone block if you're cloning a prize. Or if you're going to do this one, you could do this one with 3 different payment options. So you could have money +1, or 10, or 50, or whatever. So, you know, if you do have an account system, you can add directly to that account system. And then, of course, play jingle, play random level up at player. Don't forget the dot in between random and level up, otherwise it won't play. Seriously hope that this has helped you, and don't forget, if you are doing the clone prize, if you're not, you don't have to worry about this block. But if you are doing the clone prize, you'll want the set block air. But yeah, basically that's it. I seriously hope this helps. Yep, set air block, clone. Nice aerial view. If I can get a nice aerial view, let's get rid of these. Let's get a nice aerial shot. You can see how many blocks I've used. Hopefully you can pause right now and copy this design if you want, and then you can follow. Hopefully I've done this well enough that you can follow basically block for block, pausing and going through. A quick tip: once you do your row of commands, you can set this one /clone _. The you can go exactly. You can put exact coordinates if you want. But for me, it's easy to just go #. This block here. That's basically what that is. #. This block. Clone it to up there or wherever it's going to be. You can basically put it anywhere. It doesn't matter. I would then go into my chat /clone, fill in the coordinates for this particular block, and then I would jump over here, and then I'd clone #, if that makes sense. So I'd clone in this exact space, and then jump here, clone again, clone again, clone again, clone again, clone again, clone again, right? So then you're not writing it every time. You just write one block and then clone it all the way down, or as long as you want. Same again, write one block, change the coordinates. You could even write one block, clone it all the way up, clone it here, change the one coordinate, because it is literally just one block across, clone it again, clone here, change number, clone it again. Hopefully that's you know, you can do that with these 3 sets of blocks, those 3 sets of blocks, and so on and so forth. You can clone that, clone that, clone that. You don't have to rewrite them every time. You can just clone the block using the clone command in the chat. Yeah, I hope I explained this okay. If you do want a block for block tutorial, and I go through block for block, let me know in the comments section down below. I will get that done for you. I will do it. I will make it block for block for you, okay? But I've been Zach Famor. I hope you like my new look, by the way. Okay, I hope you like it. It's more representative, more representation of what I actually look like, minus the eye patch and the peg leg. But hopefully you've enjoyed this. Hopefully you've learnt something. Hopefully you can take away a nice casino slot machine to put in your world or realm. Make sure that you like, comment and subscribe. Click that little notification bell, get the ring-a-ding-ding going. and get notified every time I upload. Until next time, see you later. Bye bye bye.